All right, y'all. We in the building. Roll the intro.
Another one. It's another one. And another one.
What's poppin', y'all? We are back with another video. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Y'all be watching my content, but y'all don't subscribe to the channel, and honestly, it's upsetting me. So subscribe to that channel right now. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video, and make sure you turn the notification bell on so you don't miss the next time I drop another video. All right, y'all. So, it's been a long weekend. Y'all know we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. Kendrick, Lamar, and Drake. Oh my goodness. So, if you watched my previous videos, I think the last time I spoke on the Kendrick, Lamar, and Drake stuff was maybe like a week or two ago. And the only reason that I stopped talking about it is because it was dragging for me. It was dragging a little bit. And I think it was because, okay, Kendrick did the diss. Drake took a minute to respond. I think Drake maybe took like 2 weeks to respond, and then Kendrick took another week. And it was just, I'm like, okay, can we get this? Why y'all taking so long? You know? So, but, and honestly, through the process of them taking so long between the first round or two, I kind of got a little uninterested. I was like, okay, can we have this wrapped up by May 1st, please? Because y'all know this beef has been going on since the beginning of April. Since Future and them dropped their album, I was tired, if I could just be honest with you. But now, my mind has changed. Now, the beef is beefing. Let me just say that. The beef is beefing. The diss records are recording, for sure. And they are just delivering. These are two respected MCs, titans, in their genre. They are both great. They're both amazing lyricists. And they are really squaring up and throwing them. They really throwing them things in the booth. They are really doing what they got to do. So this is amazing. Honestly, I feel like we getting some amazing music out of this. I feel like it's really showing their, not that we didn't know both of their rap abilities, but it's really pushing them, because basically it's like you got to go harder than your last one, and then you also got to go harder than your opponent. So not only are you keep trying to top your last diss record, but you also have to out-rap your opponent in his last piece of work too. So it's nice to see them go back and forth. I feel like I was trying to see who else this could have been a beef with, or who else could have went up against Drake. I feel like Kendrick Lamar, in all honesty, was the only person for the job, if I could just be quite frank. Kendrick Lamar, although I do not listen, I'm not a Kendrick Lamar guy. I can listen to his songs that were like popular on the radio, like Be Humble or something like that. Now, I did listen to his last album when it first came out, and it was really, really good. And I played it a couple times, but eventually it kind of went out of my daily play and out of my daily rotation. And not because it was a bad album. It was an amazing album. It just wasn't for me. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's okay, but that does not take away from Kendrick Lamar's talent. Now, Drake, on the other hand, I would play Drake, and he would definitely be in my rotation. So, guys, I have the complete list of tracks, and so we're not gonna go through them, obviously, because it's a lot to break down. They dropped a lot of material. Okay, so just a little timeline. So first, we got the Like That record with Future and Metro Boomin featuring Kendrick Lamar, and this is what kicked the beef off between Kendrick Lamar and Future. Now, Drake and Future are beefing too, but it's not a rap battle. It's more of a like, you throw a shot, I throw a shot. It's nothing like this. So after that, then Drake drops Push Ups as a response. We waited a little while for that. That's what kind of had me kind of like, it was lagging a little bit. But nonetheless, it delivered. It delivered. It definitely delivered. Solid record, 10. Then he dropped the TaylorMade freestyle where he used AI to put Snoop Dogg and who else? And Tupac. Snoop Dogg and Tupac in the song. I thought that was corny. That wasn't my speed. That one was a chop for me. Okay. So then, but after that one, then we got Kendrick Lamar, a full track from Kendrick Lamar. So this was the first full diss track we had gotten from Kendrick Lamar. So Drake had dropped 2, and then Kendrick Lamar came out and dropped Euphoria. Great track. Great track. Then Drake follows up next day, I might add, same day or next day, with Family Matters. Chef's Kiss. Great track. At that point, I said that, and I'm just got to be honest with y'all. I said, I don't even think Kendrick Lamar should respond because it's nothing that he could say to sway me. I feel like Drake had won at that point. We had 2 solid records from Drake. We had the push-ups, Chef's Kiss. And then Family Matters was just the cherry on top. It was the cherry on top for me, in my opinion. But I spoke too soon because then Kendrick Lamar dropped 616 in LA. Amazing. Well, no, let me not say because that one was good. But it was the Meet the Grams that Kendrick Lamar. I thought he started winning. I'm like, oh shoot, this is for real. And then it was also the speed that Kendrick Lamar put the tracks out. Because then, not only did he drop the 616 in LA, we still hadn't heard anything from Drake. He dropped another one the next day, the Meet the Grams. Whew, obliterated Drake. Then he drops another one yesterday. Not Like Us. Chef's Kiss. Obliterated again. And not only did he obliterate, he made it a bop. I saw videos online. They were playing it in the clubs. Okay. Now, I just told y'all that this is not me being biased either, because I just told y'all Drake is one of my favorite artists, honestly. As far as male goes, he's one of my favorite artists. I just told y'all I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar. But although Drake is one of my favorite artists, if the battle ended right now, I would have to say Kendrick Lamar won. I just gotta be fair. We gotta keep it a bean. I gotta keep it a bean. Kendrick Lamar has won, but did Drake do bad? Absolutely not. Drake put his best foot forward. Drake rapped his ass off, and he delivered. His records were excellent. I think Kendrick Lamar's were just better, and the storytelling aspect that Kendrick Lamar is able to implement into the diss tracks, it does something. And I've been seeing it online. At first it was mixed. It was mixed, but now I think the culture has unanimously said that Kendrick Lamar is winning this battle. So he's winning this beef. Now, we got the Not Like Us record yesterday from Kendrick Lamar. They've gotten us so spoiled, though, that I felt like Drake should have been dropped by now. It's 8 p.m. right now, or 8:26. Drake, where's the record? I was expecting to have that on the wake up. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold you. I was expecting to have that record from Drake on the wake up. Because they've gotten us that spoiled to that point. I remember at first I told you it was lagging, but now they're coming so quick. And Kendrick has dropped 3 diss tracks, and Drake hasn't dropped anything in response to the 3 that he dropped. So I was expecting to have it on the wake up. I'm just being honest. Here we are, 8:30, and we don't have it. What are we gonna do now? So, and that's just the hip hop fan in me. I like them sparring back and forth. It's interesting. I feel like we're getting good quality music. You know what I mean? And I think this is good for the culture at the moment. This is good for the culture. It's really good for the culture. I'm really enjoying it. Now, what I will say is that, and this is what I've been seeing on the Twitter. You see how no one is grunting and complaining about them mentioning kids, and they mentioning everybody, the mamas, the baby mamas, the kids, and everything like that. But what I've been seeing on Twitter, and I thought about this too. I just didn't really voice it, but Nicki Minaj told Megan to conjure up her dead mother. And everyone was up in arms about it. Like, oh my God, she went too far. You shouldn't have did that. These people are talking about kids. Nobody's really saying that. So I think it's just interesting. I wish they would have let those girls scrap. You know what I mean? Let Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj scrap. And I honestly feel like that's part of the reason why Megan didn't respond, because she saw the response from the GP and everyone was kind of trashing Nicki for saying conjure up your dead mama, you lied on your dead mama, and they were kind of like, oh, she went too far, and she felt the need to not respond because she was already winning with the GP without even responding to the diss track that Nicki had put out. So, and if Nicki would have put out another one, it would have just looked like Nicki was fighting with herself. So Megan didn't. She never responded, but she should have. She really should have, because now that we're seeing how they're sparring back and forth and how they're slinging their diss tracks, Megan owes Nicki another one. Or she owes Nicki one. She does. Now I think that she gonna keep getting her in her records. Megan's getting ready to release her album pretty soon, so I think she's gonna keep taking shots at Nicki and her records. But no, we were owed a diss record, Megan. We just were. Nicki Minaj was ready to scrap. She was ready to get in the ring with you, and it just seemed like you didn't want that smoke. And even after your first week sales went and, did what they did, then I did expect you to come back with a record to respond. She said so many things, and she's talked about your mama. So I'm pretty sure Megan is getting ready to drop, and I'm sure that she's going to say something about it. She's going to address it, Nicki in there. But honestly, at this point, do we care? Because this Kendrick Lamar and Drake stuff has our attention. It's almost like you had your turn. It was your turn to make a moment and you didn't respond. So even if you do go at Nicki, we gonna care. I'm just talking. Of course we're gonna care, but it's not gonna get the same, especially if the guys are still going back at it. So I don't know. But back to Kendrick Lamar and Drake though. So this is a really good thing for the culture. And let me tell you why. Kendrick Lamar and Drake's beef is good for the culture because the culture is shifting. We're in the middle. I don't know why I feel it. I don't know. Do anybody else feel like rap culture shifting? And I know it's always shifting, but I don't know why I feel this big shift coming. And I think it's the reason why I'm able to see it is because the amount of rappers who have lost their momentum and have fallen off. And I think it's because that the shift is coming, and I really do think that real rap is coming back. Like it's no more, and just no more just making it, just scraping by. Because now the consumers and rap fans in the world, these guys, Kendrick Lamar and Drake, they're setting the bar. They are setting the bar as to what real rappers sound like. How they spit, the flow. It's not ABC rap, or it's not just quick microwave records and stuff like that. I feel like these two are setting the tone. Now, I'm not saying that other rap still won't be popular, but I think that to have these two titans in this two titans who are in the position that they're in hip hop, they both have legacies, both very talented artists. They are setting a standard as to what quality rap music sounds like, what quality music sounds like. Not saying that, the trap still won't be in, the Detroit sound still won't be there, the New York sound still won't be there, the trap, the Atlanta sound, all that. Not saying those things won't still work, but I think that the world is ready for this type of rap. And I feel the culture shifting. I feel it shifting so much. I was going to list the rappers that I was talking about who fell off, but I'm going to say that for another video because I've really been getting into that and really doing some research about, those rappers that were really hot during the, you remember from 2018 to 2020, there were a couple rappers that just started to emerge on the scene. And then from 2020 to 2024, they kind of all slowly got picked off and fell off one by one by one by one. And almost now we don't really, and I say the GP in general, we're not really checking for their music. And it's kind of sad. And then it also, y'all, I've been doing so much research. It gets me thinking about like the record labels and stuff like that, how they profit a lot off of these artists, and the artists only see a fraction of what they make off of them, especially when they're in their prime. You know what I mean? But that's for a whole nother video. We're going to talk about, the fall off and everything like that. I'm just trying to figure out when to do it. I feel like there's so much attention on this Kendrick Lamar and Drake stuff. So if I don't get a response from Drake in the next 2 days or so, then I'll go ahead and talk about that fall off video. Of course, you guys will get content before then, but I think that'll be a good video to do. But yeah, y'all, I'm excited to see how this ends. Now, some people are saying with Kendrick Lamar and the Drake beef, they're saying that Drake should not respond. And actually, let me pull up this tweet that I saw. But wait, before I do that, I'm going to pull up some more tweets. Let me show y'all something. So this is Metro Boomin's in Twitter, and Metro Boomin has Drake must have threw. Oh my goodness, y'all! Literally in the middle of this video, Drake has dropped a diss track. He dropped. Oh my goodness! Did I conjure Drake up just now? He just dropped. I have his Twitter notifications on, so that's how I saw it. It literally just came right to my phone. Drake just dropped, so we got more to chew on. I guess I'll be back with y'all, part 2. So we can talk about this more, part 2. But let me just finish this up. So Metro Boomin has been trolling Drake, like, continuously. I believe you see too bad. He's, because Drake was throwing shots at Metro Boomin still in his diss track, even with Kendrick. But this was what I thought was interesting. So he called Metro Boomin lame, and Metro Boomin responded with this: I'm lame, but the first week after like that, you tried to block it at radio. I've been sitting on this email for a month now, but what it says, but was just sparing you. Oh, you ain't like that record? So he's quoting Kendrick Lamar. So this is an email, y'all. It's an email from, I don't think you guys can see it all the way, but it's an email, and basically what it's saying, per our conversation last week, we are not granting radio rights for Like That. Epic does not have the right to release a song at radio. So Drake sent a cease and desist and blocked it, I'm guessing, because it wouldn't make sense for, that song was #1 for several weeks. Now, that song not being cleared to go to radio, that actually sounds insane, because if a record, why is a record that went #1 and was #1 for several weeks in a row not able to clear on radio? Clearly, the people are living for it, So Drake definitely had a hand in that. That's kind of police to me, but I guess he's petty, the petty king or whatever. I guess he wanted to send a cease and desist, but I just let them go. Like, that's not how rap go. Just get in the booth. So I think that's what irritated me a little bit about Drake, especially with Metro Boomin releasing this. Because Drake actually said, I didn't send a cease and desist. Because Kendrick Lamar told us about the cease and desist. But, it's all just hearsay until we see a receipt. And Metro Boomin produced the cease and desist receipt. And so, for me, that kind of irritated me, because it's like, Drake, we were waiting on you, and you were on the phone with lawyers, calling and do cease and desist. No, get your ass in that booth and give us that response that you made us wait for. So, and that's just me. You know what I mean? That's just me. While you sending cease and desist, you need to be in that booth. And this message was sent on April 2nd. So, you know what I mean? So that means this battle probably started into March, y'all. So, imagine this going into June. I don't know. But y'all, let me know who y'all think is winning the battle. I don't want to get too long-winded on this video. We definitely going to talk now that Drake has dropped the thing. Drake dropped the thing. And so Drake done dropped the thing. We definitely gonna break it down and have a part 2 to this video. So I'm gonna listen, and then maybe I'll upload part 2 tonight. But you know what? I probably won't, because I need to sit with the records a little bit, because they've given us a lot of music to digest already. I've been playing all the records back to back. But I'm sure this record from Drake will be fire, but will it be enough to take out Kendrick's last 3 that he just put on Drake? And how quick will Kendrick respond to this? Will he respond? to this. I don't know, y'all, but we're going to get into it some more. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please, y'all, subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video. That's super important. And make sure you turn that notification bell on so you don't miss the next time I drop another video. I'll see y'all in the next one.